Jack Zanghetti's body was found floating face down in Altus Lugart Lake.
I've never heard of the Zanghetti case before you guys stepped in. You were talking about outlaws. This part of the country used to be a haven for outlaws, but outlaws are outlaws, and they got to come somewhere to hide. And so it could very well. You got those cabin sites. You go to get a trailer, pull a cabin site in there, and nobody cares. Nobody's going to ask who they are. You fit right in with the other vacationers. But this has always been a haven for outlaws. This part of Kiowa County had.
Jack Zanghetti owned the Red Lobster Club, and the Red Lobster had quite a background as far as being low-life mafia types in and out of there, a lot of illegal activities going on. What happened was the day of the JFK assassination, that particular evening, I don't know whether Mr. Zanghetti had been drinking or whether it just started giving more information than he wanted to actually give out.
The name Zanghetti is not a real common name for this area, and the records in the Kiowa County Clerk's office indicate that there was a Zanghetti in Kiowa County back in the 1960s and the early 60s, around 62, 63. The two comparisons in names is one named Jack Zanghetti and another one named Steve Zanghetti. There's a possibility they could be different individuals, or there's also the possibility it could be the same individual that just used a different identity when transacting their legal business as opposed to how they may have been known in public. He did have some criminal history. 3 or 4 months prior to him being found in the lake, he apparently was charged with an assault and battery crime.
The history on that little hotel there on the south of Long Wolf, down towards the lake on the west side of the road, it's a blue steel abandoned building now. That used to be a bar, 4 or 5 room hotel. And evidently that may have been owned by this Mr. Zanghetti.
The general consensus was that other mobsters had killed him to shut him up, but actually there was more going on than that. Jack Ruby actually shot and killed Lee Harvey Oswald. And there it had been talked about the night before in the Red Lobster Club that this was the event that was going to happen. A lot of people really kind of didn't care because they felt like kind of good riddance because of the type of person he was.
Come with an untimely death. It appears from the information that's been provided to us, he may have been shot and put in the lake.
I think that every bit of it is a big mystery. There's still so much concerning the assassination. I mean, where did Jack Ruby come from? Who was Jack Zanghetti? Why was he in this area? I mean, he was a nobody that just appeared here one day.
I have never heard of anything like that. History like this is not passed on in books, it's passed on from word of mouth.